But
This
next
movie
thing to
was
go into
Yes.
the box office smash of Spider-Man. So Tom Holland just had the biggest weekend of his career. Spider-Man Brand New Day didn't just open
Coming
big;
off the Odyssey.
it dethroned Avengers Endgame for the biggest domestic opening weekend of all time. So just by the numbers alone here, if we take a look, so 1.5 billion
what did I tell you?
Wow.
global total in 6 days. Then we got 932 million global opening weekend total.
Wow.
Then we move on to 430 million total North American box office weekend. Then we got domestic opening weekend at 360 million, and then opening day, including previews, 168 million of them things
Show me
from
the
the web
money.
slinger,
Told you.
which is wild because I mean, right now, like it's the second biggest opening ever, um, trailing only Endgame at 1.2 billion. It's Thursday preview hauled in even the preview on Thursday was 72 million. And that broke Endgame's previous record of 60 million. And it's not alone. It wasn't alone either. Christopher Nolan's Odyssey was still in theaters for its third weekend
Coming
and
off
pulled in
Odyssey.
another 51 million. I
Yeah,
mean,
that's
Tom Holland
crazy,
and
too.
Zendaya were the
That's crazy.
leads of the. Let me get this out. That means, let me read that over because this is big.
Yep.
So it wasn't alone. Christopher Nolan's The Odyssey was still in theaters for its third weekend and pulled in another $51 million, meaning Tom Holland and Zendaya were the leads of the two biggest movies in America at the exact same time.
And y'all, they ain't finished, man. They got movies still coming out at the end of the year,
Zendaya
bro.
also did that relationship movie with Robert Pattinson, and Robert Pattinson is also in the Odyssey, and he's going to be in Dune coming out in December with Zendaya.
This was the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen, and the fact that people are talking about we're talking about superhero fatigue. It's not superhero fatigue.
No,
it's fatigue of bad superhero movies.
Yeah,
because
bad scripts and stories.
Yeah, that's the fatigue. Because if you're given something good, if you're giving something with a story, just like Spider-Man, this is his fourth movie, and we're saying probably collectively this is his best of his four.
Yeah, it's there. It's there.
It is.
And it's just a thing, like again, people saying superhero fatigue. I thought that was never on my card.
Nope.
Because it depended on what you were getting and what you were going to see. You can't blame. You can't say Supergirl was superhero fatigue, and then you see this make $1 billion in a week in 6 days.
Literally.
It depends on the content. It depends on the audience you've built. It depends on the audience. It depends on the character. It depends on all of those things. To the writing, the story, where we're going next after this. We do have a roadmap, and for this character, and who knows what other characters within this universe that we get to. You know what? Let's just go into it. How about that? Because we were able to do a spoiler-free one. We didn't really talk about it here. The biggest thing from the weekend has been a week, right?
Yep.
So if you haven't seen it now, all the spoilers have been all spoiled. Jean Grey, Sadie Sink, turns out to be Jean Grey. Yeah. I, along with our friendly neighborhood Marvel expert, Megan, did not believe that would be her, but it was ballsy to do it in a Sony project, man. So like, hey, here you go. Like, Jean Grey, wait a minute, come on, man. Because here's the whole time I'm watching the movie, I'm thinking, man, could it be a Mr. Negative sort of situation? Could we do something here? But Sadie Sink's in the movie. She's got to be somebody.
Yeah,
I don't know. And people are talking. A great comment, Sage. They're talking about VMAX. People are discussing that they were disappointed with the outcome of what VMAX was. I'm like,
no.
Why should you be? No. Because this is good writing. You know the last thing your sister saw before she died, or while she was there every single day. And I'm not saying like, all right, Sadie Sink, she's got to rectify some things, right? But this could be that evolution of that character where down the road here comes Professor X. No, you did these wrong things. No, you did all this. This is how we atone for the stuff that you did. She took over Body. She took over the Hulk. She took over Punisher. Mary Jane, the guy who got hit by the cab. Yeah, she did some terrible things.
Lots.
But I'm not gonna say like people are saying like we should forgive her or know where she's coming from because of all that, but she did all these terrible things. I'm like, put yourself in her shoes, man. Like she's just trying to get to her sister by any means necessary, knowing that damage control is not what they seem to be.
What they seem,
yep, exactly.
Yo, but shout out to the hand though, bro, because they was colder than a mug in this movie, dog.
These
you talking about choreography?
These fight scenes in this
wasn't it Jackie Chan's company?
Yes, that's Jackie Chan. Man.
So they did debunk that. It wasn't from Jackie Chan. The last thing I saw when I looked into it, it wasn't his team, but he was there on set, or he did visit the set. So it wasn't his team. At least that's what I've dug into and went in the weeds to try to find out.
Well, whoever it was,
bravo.
Yeah, I mean, I think it ended up being the same choreographers from Shang-Chi. I think that's who it turned out to be.
And that choreography,
all tight fighting scenes too. Yep.
Yeah.
Those were
what do we feel like getting an X-Men and a Spider-Man project from Sony and Marvel? Jen.
I am so happy. We discussed this on the show many times, so I say we called it. Even though we had a little bit of a back and forth with Megan.
It kind of felt like the worst kept secret in Marvel, though, too, a little bit. You know what I mean?
So for me, like when I forget where it was for me in the movie, but I'm sitting there and I remember just before the reveal happened, I went, Mother Hobbit, that's Jean. That's Jean. And then the reveal, and I was like, that's it. That's it. I was so happy. So happy. So happy. I'm glad they did it. I'm glad they did it.
Seeing an X-Men in this property
I loved it because then I started thinking about what we can get down the road.
That part.
Well, the thing is, like what was being reported, the director of Spider-Man, what was the name? Destin? Dang it. Been looking at it all day. But he actually pushed to have Jean in this. This wasn't like a Marvel thing to want to do, or we had plans sort of thing. It felt like he actively pushed for her to Destin Daniel Cretton, that's his name.
Yes.
Yeah, he took over for John Watts, who did the last 3 movies, and you could tell this movie felt fresh. This movie felt, I kid you not, after that review I did for the spoiler review that night, I went and played Spider-Man 2 on PlayStation.
Hey.
And you know what I did? Because I finished the game, I'm just going around the town stopping crime now, man. Like stopping break-ins.
Because that's what he was doing. And he was on the phone like, I need more work.
I go up to the tallest building. And I just swan dive down, man. Just like a missile. As soon as I get, dude, I did that for about an hour after I got home.
Can we jump on that about? Can we jump on that in the film about that? You know, just like watching Tom with those shots, how he would just jump off buildings, the way he would fly, and just the shots of his eyes under the mask. Like, oh my gosh!
You could tell it was a different director. It felt fresh because think about the swinging you saw from the first 3. Very limited to a point where like he was just in a neighborhood with trees and he wasn't swinging, that bad. And now we get this one and we start off on top of the roof of a rooftop and we're swinging with him. This is his best swing, because one of his best swings was at the end of No Way Home through Christmas, right? Like through New York during Christmas. That was a dope one. But this one, they've already said the video game like highly inspired this the way that Spider-Man moves from the way he fights looked just like the game. From the chase with the tank,
so many.
That was a quick time event, man. Like that's what that was. I had no problems with this movie at all. People are obviously Monday morning quarterback this thing, right? They're like, oh, well, this is how does Peter get his money? Where does he work? He doesn't take photos. Not every Spider-Man has to take photos, man. I don't know if every Spider-Man ever did, but just in being able to include characters in his world who exist, which leads me to the Punisher still in this movie for me.
Yep.
Frank Castle.
This man is having a good run too because he was also in the Odyssey.
Yep.
3 people are ahead. Like three people just had the biggest opening weekend ever. They owned this month or the month of July and this part of August right now. But John Barenthal is. I was so happy to be able to see Doc, to see where we went from in his special.
Yeah, last kill.
And then to flip on the other side of the coin and see him in a PG-13 Spider-Man movie.
Yep.
I was dope. I don't know how they made this work, but boy, they made this work.
He was still cussing though. He was still cussing though, bro.
I know, but that's the thing. Like, but here's just the killing. Okay, best Frank Castle scene probably by far is him trying to shoot the Hulk.
Yes.
Him coming in.
Yes.
Oh. Yes.
And he was trying to. He was shooting him in the eyeball and everything. It wasn't working, bro. This broke my heart. Like
the banter between him and Peter in front of MJ. I was all up in that. I loved it.
We gotta figure out what happened on Staten Island. I thought we were gonna get like an after credit scene of Staten Island, but we did get an after credit scene, and we'll talk about that as we get a little bit closer. But that's just like Budapest with Hawkeye and Widow. We don't know what happened.
We don't know what happened.
Don't know what happened in
Tell us what happened in Budapest.
It honestly was bad. It was bad.
I want to see what happened. But no, it was like just everybody who was added into this thing. Bruce Banner, the Hulk, and
I loved it. I love my Bruce.
But there's times where I feel like Peter Parker, we got the theory that I came out of theater with was that when Jean sort of like froze half of the island or whatever, or mind controlled as far as she could.
Yeah.
And MJ and Ned were both frozen through that too. MJ crying made it feel like her memories were unlocked. Did anybody else kind of pick that up? Because I'm like, why are you crying?
I thought she was crying because she couldn't move. Because that would freak anybody. That would freak me out.
But no. Like we looked at so many people frozen throughout Atlanta. Good grief.
New York,
throughout New York City. New York. We saw everybody. Ned wasn't, but she was like, and she tried to cover it up after. So in my mind, I was like, did Jean just, because who would be powerful enough to probably do that? Because in this scene here, remember she said like, there's nothing of you in here. There's
as
nothing.
Powerful as Jean Grey is, she ain't no damn sorcerer supreme, bro.
Well, explain to me why
she can't bring back no memories.
So explain to me why. Explain to me why or how he and Ned were able to do that handshake at the end.
Muscle memory.
Nope.
Yes.
Because what did he say?
Because Ned still didn't know who he was.
What did he say at the end though?
I'm Peter.
No, he didn't say. No,
he said, "Hi, Ned. I'm Peter."
No, he didn't. Did he?
Yes.
Did he?
Yes.
So what did Ned say at the end?
He didn't say hi, Peter. He looked at him.
Tom Holland said, "Hi, I'm Peter." Because the last thing she said when he swung out the window was "Bye, Peter" or something like that, and he was like, "His name is Peter."
I don't remember. Maybe you're right, but he realized.
And when he saw him,
but there's the thing. He realized who it was.
I think the handshake is muscle memory for real.
No, so let's go back. So Yes, MJ just say bye, Peter, but he's in the mask. He hasn't seen that yet. And when Peter goes see Ned again, he's not in the Spider-Man costume. He just says, "Hi, I'm Peter." So he's not going to register it because he has no idea before that is Spider-Man. He thinks it's somebody else. To me, I thought when they did the handshake, yeah, it was probably muscle memory, but I think that opened up for Ned to remember that was Peter. I think he remembered.
And that's what I was going to say. That probably might have triggered it for him. Just like we all thought a kiss probably would have triggered it for MJ. We were hoping that would have triggered it for MJ, but it did not.
But I agree with Dion because when after Jean looks up at the vent and sees what VMAX was, that unlocked her powers to go to a level that she had not done before. So I can't dismiss the possibility that Jean's powers might have unlocked MJ's memory, because I also found it interesting that she cried because no one else cried. I thought that was an interesting detail.
And then we end up, like, granted, her and Ned sat on the rooftop of that of the school. They showed that clip at least without Peter, but she went back to that. Like she went, and then like somebody even pointed out like the picture that she drew
of him and Peter. Ned
yeah, like that, like the T-shirt he was wearing, the mask. Or without something like that. Yeah, the T-shirt he was wearing was from like Homecoming or something like that. So there was. Dude, I'm telling you, we're gonna find out like that's how it happened. I feel like it. I feel like that's the chance of
we'll see, because if that's the case, then she broke everybody in that bubble. Then everybody should know who Peter is.
It depends on the spell, though, right? Not the spell. It depends on the timing, because everybody knew him, and then everybody knew him in the other one because he just wanted to get in school on the last one, right?
Well,
I'm gonna tell you, that's the crazy thing.
The only reason why that there is a possibility others may still not remember Peter is because you have to remember too, Peter went to go get MJ and bring her to Frank's place, and she had already read the letter. So that layer was already in her brain of that revelation. Which is another reason why I think that when Jean's powers got stronger, that's probably another reason why she got her memories back, because she already had that letter in her mind and read it and had a conversation, made Peter take off his mask. So they already had like this whole big scene, this big conversation, and that is still playing in her mind all up to that point. So I can see hypothetically why MJ and Ned get the memories back and maybe not everyone else, because they had a strong dynamic before all that went down.
It's gonna be interesting to see, because again, we get an X-Men, we're gonna start mutants. This gives a reason for people to dislike mutants now. Like, this gives a reason to start that.
Well, no, it don't, because they don't know.
Okay, the first time we uttered the word mutant was when? Was that Miss Marvel?
Yeah, Miss Marvel.
So it's in the lexicon of the MCU. Like, it's there. So in her having abilities to do that, I think that's going to be, here we go, and registering people again, right? But I feel terrible for Peter, because he doesn't know what he's done. He's essentially made the inhibitor collar that they use to stop mutants' powers. Like, that was the whole reason I think Bruce was in this movie, because his inhibitor little cuff. Now we move on, like, because he was talking about him, like, can we suppress all the powers, sort of thing, when he was talking to Bruce at the college. And then he did, and then and then he goes and do it. And you look at the look that like Bruce gives him too, and that technology, I don't know who has it. Did somebody pick it up at Damage Control? Who knows? But he's pretty much set this into play with the inhibitor collars that we could possibly see use
now in X-Men. Didn't William Stryker come up with the inhibitor collar?
Again, throw the lore that you know out the window for the MC. That's what I've been doing. I've been doing like the lore I know. Okay, it's good. It's good for a party trick, but at this point in time, who the hell knows, man? Because the way he made the inhibitor chip, it's like that's the first time we've seen that. Yep. So Peter might be the reason, and it pains me to say because I was like in the movie the whole time. I'm like, man, get it, destroy it. Nobody gets it. Like, let's finish this. And he made the first one.
Well, didn't somebody destroy it at the end? See, somebody did destroy it at the end.
But here's the thing. But here's the thing.
But you don't know what information
they had it
archives.
Yeah, Damage Control had it on Jean for the entirety of that time she was there.
Yep, they did.
They were juicing that sucker too. It looked like too.
They found a way to enhance it. Yeah.
I'm like, man, Peter's gonna get blamed for this too. This is how I feel.
I thought what Sage just said. I thought that's where she was headed to at the end credits too.
To where?
To the Xavier School.
Well, we got to set that stuff up, man.
Like, because I thought he probably had, because after she did that move right there, he felt her. He didn't even need Cerebro to feel her then.
But we gotta see where that leads us, man. Because obviously, this movie made $1 billion. It's gonna get a 5. But before we get to that 5, Doomsday's on the way, and we see the Spider Tracker leave the world at the end of the end credits.
They already asked Andrew. They were like, "So, Andrew, what's going on?" He's like, "What are you talking about? You don't want to say nothing?" No.
Yeah, he is. But it's like, where are we? What are we doing?
What are we doing?
So we'll see him we'll see him in Doomsday. We'll see him probably in Secret Wars, maybe. I don't know if we'll see him in Doomsday. We might see him in Secret Wars just because that was off world.
Sony, please let him be in Doomsday, please.
This movie was great. Like I knew he was I knew it. It's Miles Dyson all over again with Skynet, man. But at least Miles Dyson, who was like, man, you know what?
At the end, he was like, you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna do the right thing. But your man right there, he was not. Yeah,
remember this?
Yeah.
Real quick. What do you guys think about the theory that MJ's new boyfriend is another villain somewhere? That's going around.
I can see that. Surprise, and then out the way.
Out the door. Yeah.
I think somebody said his name was Paul.
But what was his name? We didn't even catch his name. I didn't even care what his name. I was like, I don't want him kissing him. Get off of him.
I think somebody said like the closed caption for the movie had him listed as Paul.
Okay, Paul.
I actually got the pulled up. Let me see. I didn't catch
but who knows?
Either.
But Doc, you're right. The hand fight was dope. The way he embraced both being a spider. We got an organic web.
That was the coldest.
Oh, I love the organic web. Oh my gosh.
I was happy for the organic web too, because I was like, eventually he was supposed to get it anyway when his DNA starts to mature, right?
Right.
But they never really played into the whole web shooter stuff either, where like, it getting destroyed. This is the first time in 4 movies plus Avengers movies and a Captain America movie where nothing ever happened to his web shooters.
No.
Every Saturday morning, though, something happened to his web.
Yeah. But what had me thinking though about the whole DNA thing was when he got zapped away, that put a delay on his DNA, and his human DNA and his arachnid DNA fusing together, and it just came late. Like his whole maturity thing, like he came back 5 years. He was 5 years younger than people, right? So his arachnid DNA is now maturing. Which is why we get the, organic webbing now instead of sooner. Which I thought we was gonna get it like when he first got bit, but
no. So according to the casting list, they just have him listed as the boyfriend. He's not named.
Oh, really?
The boyfriend.
But this was, this movie, man, like again, don't give me that played out thing about superhero fatigue, man. It's not a thing. No. This proved that it's not a thing. And their Rotten Tomato scores are at 90s right now.
But then I don't know why they say that anyway, though, because everything everybody else has been watching, even on streaming, is nothing but superhero, dear.
But the thing is that people try to associate, and we're running long. The people try to associate that like they're not doing well because people are tired of them. No, they're not doing well because the boyfriend ain't even. Yeah, they're not doing well because the movies aren't good.
Yeah, that too.
And they have no strong the reason this movie works all the time. What works with everything. You're bringing back legacy characters like Bruce Banner, right? Uh-huh. You're adding Punisher to a movie. I thought we'd get Daredevil, but we didn't get Daredevil. I thought we would.
I'm not mad though about that.
Daredevil didn't show up, which was I kind of wanted him to.
We got Jean Grey though. Come on.
Yeah, but again, and now you just did 3 things in this movie. You did a callback to the past that will lead to something in the present.
Yep.
You brought a present. Something that we never even thought we'd get in a Spider-Man movie. Jean Grey as an X-Men. We're going to move towards that too. And we got the Punisher in New York with Spider-Man, which makes me think all of these people know each other now, man. All these people have run into each other. Have in the last 4 years, you mean tell me he hasn't run into Luke Cage? The last 4 years, you mean tell me he hasn't run into...
No, because Luke Cage stays in Harlem.
Okay. You know what? Let me get. Tom Holland said, and I think we'll end on this one for this one. Tom Holland said he really wants to usher in the next Spider-Man, and hopefully that next Spider-Man might be Miles Morales. We brought him up before, right?
We'll see, because Marvel on some BS right now. Cause
no, wait, what do you mean?
Marvel on some BS right now.
Well. We'll get to that because I think I'm queuing that up with the Wonder Man cancellation, right?
Yeah,
so
that part.
But I'm saying when it comes to that Spider-Man property, that sucker strong, man. Name one that might be one of the best used properties ever is Spider-Man. From a licensing and just an overall property, name a miss. Spider-Man 3 wasn't great.
But I'm gonna say, Spider-Man 3 was
but if you're saying that's the least,
it didn't miss.
Of the run. Think about what if Venom was introduced in this, bro. How cold would his Venom be, bro?
So I got another theory. Venom won't get introduced until we get back from Secret Wars.
You think?
It's a symbiote, man. It's an alien symbiote.
I can see that. Yeah, I can see that.
Mm-hmm.
But
we're going off world. So he gets the black suit in Secret Wars.
Yeah.
Like in the comic. But again, Doc, I just told you to throw everything out.
Yeah, throw everything out
the Lord, right?
Yeah.
But if you're thinking that might happen, that's how you bring Venom in.
To your point though, with what you just said, as we know, they cherry pick. They've been cherry picking for over 10 years.
Jen, that's a good cherry pick. No, that's a good one for Venom.
I don't disagree with that at all.
Yeah.
I think I agree with someone that said I saw a social media post somewhere that said take this movie and use it as a template for crossovers. I absolutely agree. This is a great template for doing crossovers.
Because nothing ever felt out of place and people were there for a reason. Bruce Banner was there for a reason, so he could talk about the inhibitor.
Yeah.
And we got to see Hulk, who looked jacked way more than he did.
After he grew the second time,
we got the green guy.
Yeah, he went from to me it looked like he went from the Hulk to the Incredible Hulk.
True,
that's what he looked like.
The veins and stuff remind me of the Incredible Hulk movie.
Yeah,
and I was like, oh snap!
That Hulk, man, I'll still say to this day, you put that Hulk in any battle from that movie, I'm taking him. I'm taking him. The way he looked,
when he fell out of the helicopter and came up out of the ground, bro, and did this right here,
ripped the shirt off.
Over for you, boy. It's over for you, boy, dog.
He ripped it off and
you all just made him angry. way to go.
Like,
it was so good to see like that too. But no, like this,
yeah.
I do think so. Miles Morales, I think if Marvel and Sony play their cards right with that to usher in him with the Tom Holland, I want to see them in a duo movie together too,
Big
like
time.
the video game.
Yeah,
like that's what I want to see.
Yeah.
But from a Venom standpoint, I do think once we get back from Secret Wars, he comes back with that black suit.
That's 4 years, bro.
We gonna get more Tom Holland because he's in his 30s now. And the thing is that he said with the Odyssey that he had to take that role because it's like this is the last time I'll be able to play a boy. So that was his quote.
I can understand it. I can understand it.
He's about to mature.
Yeah.
Even though he was in his 20s in this movie, he grown, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but
I get what he's saying.
Yeah.
And he was in crazy shape for this one too.
Yeah,
by the way. But man, Spider-Man could do no wrong.
His own stunts.
Okay. Moving on. One of our last topics tonight. So apparently Wonder Man got canceled. So it's been a rough week for Marvel TV apparently because we're going to go through a few things of what they've canceled and what's happened because this was picked up for a season 2 and it has an